Hello and welcome to Vedic Velocity. This is a live experiment to bring ancient wisdom into modern living. Uh, for example, I try to perform walking meditation when I am walking to work and back from work. Where that helps me is in going to work, I think I'm a little more fresh and a little more ready to work and a little more willing and motivated and enthusiastic, uh, okay with my boss. uh, don't tell them I said that. But I'm much more excited to go into work. And when I'm coming back, I also perform walking meditation, which allows me to shift that gear from work mode to home mode. And I'm able to cook, clean if necessary, or go out again to meet my friends here in Washington, D.C., where I live and work. The thing is, I have practiced yoga for as long as I can remember. I started doing yoga when I was 6 or 7 years old. I come from a family of yogis where my grandmother, my father, and so many other members of my family have been active and daily yoga practitioners. A lot of my family learned yoga with BKS Iyengar and his wife Ramamani Iyengar in Pune in India. So I'm taking all of that learning, my experiences with yoga competitions or generally in practicing yoga, a lot of my experiences from my other yoga gurus, and perhaps a philosophy that originated in Pune, and maybe even from Iyengar, which is that you can have yoga in your daily life. That yogic practices don't need to be an escape out of your daily life. Rather, they are a way to strengthen your daily experience, like I do with walking meditation. Uh, Even when I'm in the DC metro, I try to not have my headphones in and listen to music or a podcast. I try to actively stay in that present, be aware of my surroundings, be aware of the metro's movements. It's interesting. I don't know if I can call it metro meditation, but maybe we can. We'll find out. We'll discuss it in one of the videos for sure. I also will be talking about just some of the yoga practices I see in the West, some of the things that the Indian Embassy here does in Washington, D.C., and abroad as well, the other Indian embassies as well. So, what is the Indian government doing? I do work in the policy field, so I might just touch on the policy and politics of yoga. I will also, most importantly, explore Vedic yogic philosophies. For example, we will cover all of the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali, which I was surprised to not find anywhere. And that is one of the reasons I'm starting off with this channel. The second reason I'm starting off with this channel is living and working in DC in the field of international relations. I keep coming across so many people who talk to me about this. This is very much an evolving conversation that I've had over the last 3 years of being in an extremely international field where people from all around the world talk to me about this, have shared their desire, shared their need, and shared their ideas, which have worked well in incorporating their own ancient wisdom or especially yogic and Vedic wisdom into that daily living. Because in our daily lives, when we have to go to a 9 to 5 job, file taxes. Yes, meditation was very helpful for me when I filed my taxes for the first time here in the US. And we have to file taxes. We have to do what seems like 100 house chores every week, 1,000 things at work, and then you have tens and thousands of things online that are screaming for your attention on Instagram, on Reddit, on YouTube, and that's all of the social media platforms I'm on, but you might be on even more. So when you have to deal with so many things, uh, I don't want an escape. That's the thing. That ancient wisdom should not be your escape out of your modern life. That's the basic hypothesis that we're putting forward with Vedic Velocity. That ancient wisdom, rather than being an escape out of the modern ordinary life, is actually a way in, is a way to strengthen your modern daily life where you're able to perform your chores, your responsibilities, and everything else better. When you're doing so many things and then you're trying to uh, network, socialize, keep in touch with your friends, keep in touch with your family, maybe go on dates here and there, or as seems to be the trend, people seem to be coming off of dating apps and going into run clubs. So in all of these things, proper breathing is very helpful, and proper breathing is just the least of it. One of the best experiences I have of bringing ancient wisdom into modern lives is actually at airports and on international travel. Uh, I don't know. I hope I find some of these people, but so often or at Abu Dhabi Airport, which is my usual stop when I'm coming and going between India and the US, I have performed yoga sometimes with a bunch of people. Because I have that practice and perhaps I have that confidence where I am able to just perform yoga wherever I get that space. So I have taken classes at Abu Dhabi, informal classes at Abu Dhabi Airport, where we're all stretching our back, stretching our legs, making sure especially our spine is well stretched and ready for a long 13-hour flight. And I have always gotten positive feedback on that, where people have come back to me and said, "Hey, I usually get such strain in my nerves, especially in my legs, when I'm getting off a flight, especially a long flight. This is crazy. I don't have anything. I feel so fresh." And I say, yes, absolutely. And because I have that practice now of being that yogi, I am able to just sleep through the flight. I I'm able to deal with jet lag so much better. And that's only one of those incidents where in the daily modern life of going on a flight, if you're able to go on long haul flights with comfort and potentially sleep, or at least not have your legs and your back and your head hurting, that's a huge thing. Similarly, if you can control your temper around your boss, if you can or manage your emotions around your boss, perhaps out of strategy, perhaps out of a thought process that you don't want to hurt yourself, for any reason, it's just good to be able to manage your uh, thoughts, your emotions, your feelings, your bodily movements when you're in some of these modern day situations. So, before going on a date or on a date, instead of using alcohol or substances to get over your insecurities, maybe you can just breathe better. And all of these things are what we'll explore. All of these things experiments that I've already done. Vedic Velocity has been somewhat of an experiment for the last 3 years, especially. And so I'm bringing it onto YouTube instead of LinkedIn now. We did think of bringing this on LinkedIn. That I'm thrilled to announce that I am sharing my yoga and Vedic experiences with everyone now, especially in the realm of philosophy. But then I thought I don't want to mix my LinkedIn work and my I I don't want to mix work and play, so I'm just going to keep both of these separate, and I'm going to do this on YouTube. I hope you'll join me for this experiment, and I hope you will subscribe, like the video, and do share it because apparently that helps with the algorithm. And also, if you hit the bell icon, and as we will find out in the upcoming videos, this is not me going against any Vedic philosophy, because I will be pleased if you do these things, if you like, share, and leave validating comments on this video, or leave validating questions or constructive feedback on this video. But if you do not, I will only be disappointed. But I will not take it as a measure of my validation, or a measure of my worth, a measure of my self esteem. And I think that is where we're getting another example, hopefully, of balancing ancient wisdom in this modern life. So join me in this journey and let's see what happens. Thank you.